Good morning, everyone. If you're watching this, please type out good morning. He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord. Proverbs 18, verse 22. Notice it does not say that the Lord will find a wife for us. We are the one who should find our life partner. You may ask, what about Adam and Eve? What about Isaac? I believe these are exceptions. But Pastor, I want to be consistent with the Bible. I want God to find a wife for me just like he did to Isaac. Well, if you truly want to be consistent with the Bible, be like Isaac, then be like Isaac. Do nothing, sit at home, let your father ask your helper to look for a bride for you. I wonder how many people who have servants would trust their house servants to find a wife for them. I believe God has given men the freedom to choose their life partner. There is no one and only God's will. Well, I believe God may and will suggest someone for you. The final choice is ultimately yours. There is no the one and only person for you. If there are, what if that one person made a mistake, choosing someone not ordained by God for them? Imagine a scenario. God created A for B and C for D. What happened if A marries C instead of B? What happened to B and D? If there's only one choice and someone makes a mistake, it leads to a domino effect of wrong partners. I find it interesting that in Corinthians, Paul was addressing the questions of fathers regarding whether they should give their daughters in marriage or not, because they were aware they are living in dangerous times. What was Paul's advice? That's up to you guys. If you allow your daughter to get married, that's okay. If you don't allow your daughter to get married, that's okay. Whatever you choose is okay with God. Then he ends with, I believe my advice is correct because the Spirit of God is upon me. If Paul believes that God has ordained only one right person for each individuals, then his advice would be different. He would have said, why are you asking me? You should be asking God, who the individual God has set aside for your daughter. Then we have cases of women who once had very loyal men in their lives, but sadly their partner backslid and started sleeping around. Should those women never ever get married since they lost their one and only God's will? Well, I do not believe that God chooses our life partners. I believe that God gives suggestions. I have a friend who experienced God suggesting to him at least 4 different girls in his lifetime. I mean, God spoke to him supernaturally.